We're going to make a wild rice and turkey salad. Very healthy. Or we could call this turkey with vegetables and fruit with a little wild rice, because that's the way it's going to look. So the first thing we got to do is cut up the turkey, or raw, or you can buy cooked fresh turkey breast. Try not to buy the processed one. Boar's head is not a processed one. It costs a little bit more. Or buy yourself, just buy a piece of turkey breast, and I'll show you what we'll do with it. A couple of ways of cutting this. You can make like cubes if you wish, like so. And don't forget, it's going to shrink, so you don't want the pieces to be too small. You can cut it like so, or you can cut it in more like strips, like that, to give it that long look. So if you cut it this way or this way, it really doesn't matter. And if you want to cook this first, the whole piece that we're using, I have more over there, you can do that also. But I like it better like this, to cut the pieces, poach them, save the liquid to cook the rice. So that's what you have to do first. So we're going to blanch off. We're going to fully cook the turkey. It may seem like a lot, but when it's not coated with anything, flour, breadcrumbs, whatever, this will shrink up to almost nothing. You'll see how much it is when we take it out. And by the time we put this in, and I turn around, it's almost cooked. You want to put a tablespoon or a teaspoon of salt in there? It's up to you. I'm making this recipe without any salt for all of us that don't want the salt, because there is enough flavor in everything else. In those delicious healthy dates, the cranberries, the soy nuts, everything else that's in there, garlic, all these natural flavors should be enough. Well, it will be enough for me. So we're going to let this, just watch it cook for a minute. Meanwhile, while that's cooking, as soon as we take out the turkey, then we're going to put in the rice. You can put a couple of bay leaves in with it. That's always nice, a little flavor from the bay leaf. And we'll leave the bay leaf in there for the rice also. And since this is a salad, and all the ingredients, some of the, in many salads, they're eaten raw. But we're just going to quickly cook them. Very quick. And that will take no time at all either. So we have pieces that are slivered, pieces that are square, and they have a nicer appearance in the finished salad. You'll see later if you continue watching the video. So we're giving this another, I'm just letting the film run on this so you see how long it takes to cook. How do you check it? Well, pick out a piece and squeeze it. That's almost ready. You don't have to cool this off. Just remove it, and then we'll start with everything else. Alright, now we're wasting film on this, but I want you to see the length of time it takes. The highest flame possible so you get done with this quickly. It comes to a boil. Actually, you should have covered it immediately. Then it would have been boiling like this in half the time. Not that the boiling is going to cook it any faster, but getting to the boil is what saves you time. Now we'll just lower the heat a little because boiling is boiling. Doesn't get any hotter. Take a piece, just rip it. Look at that. It's done. So we'll take this out right now. So now the wild rice is in there. Put a lid on it, let it simmer, and it'll take over a half hour. As soon as that comes to a boil, put it down to a simmer, put a lid on it, and when it's tender but not overly cooked, so it still looks nice, that's when we're going to take it off. Well, it's been about around a half hour. I took a break, I came back in here, and this is what you want, like so. So it's just chewable. There's nothing crunchy about it, it's just very firm. Some people like it extra soft. Wrong way to go. Anyway, we're going to drain this and then finish up. I'm going to put the virgin olive oil in there. And remember, this is going to be quick. So we get a high flame going here. The onions, the celery, diced up small, the carrots, nice fine julienne, the mushrooms in pieces, and the garlic sliced. Could be diced, but I like to feel pieces of garlic, chew on them. Now normally you put about a teaspoon of salt over this, but I said I'm doing this dish salt free, but not 100% because I am going to put some of this sriracha hot chili sauce, and you know that it has salt in it. I don't even have to look at the ingredients. Blah 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 blah. Oh, there's the word sodium. Okay. Quickly do this. Nice high flame. I put the carrots in sticks like for appearance sake, for no other reason. And the onions and the celery small. And the white button mushrooms kind of scalloped. Cut them in quarters. Or you can just bypass the sriracha and sprinkle some black pepper all over. Whoa! Looks like somebody changed the holes on me. That wasn't very nice. But I like peppery stuff anyway. I'm going to have to speak to someone that lives here and find out why that is. Okay, that's it. Everything that's in here you have seen in salads raw. So we're going to add the rest of the ingredients. Mix everything up so it gets mixed up in here. Shut the flame off. Everything. Even the lemon juice. So now we have the dressing. The lemon juice is in there, the olive oil is in there, the dates are going in there. Very healthy stuff, dates. That's why I'm starting to use them more in my recipes. Now that's going to look good. Everything that's in here. Could put some minced up scallions, chopped parsley. Usually I think of these things after the fact. If I would have thought about the parsley and the scallions, I would have had them ready for color, the green. So look how nice that looks. So now we take this, that's some of the rice. There's all of the turkey. Just making this a little bit easier to mix. A little bit here, a little bit there, and then we're going to put all of this into the pot where the rest of the rice is. So we have a partial mix here. Okay. Now we'll see how, if this is rice and turkey salad, or is it fruits, vegetable, and turkey with a little bit of rice. As we start to mix it, we'll find out. Now I'm thinking that it's going to be just right, because you want to have all those goodies in there where you can see them and taste them. You also want to have some rice, which is not really rice, it's a grass. That's why, to make something like this, you could do it with rice, but you know what? This looks good, and the texture is so different than rice. Now we'll take a little bit of this, and we're going to put it on a leaf of romaine and see what it looks like. You can let that cool off, or you can eat it like this. Salad, and it looks to me like the ratio of everything's pretty good. You see turkey, turkey, turkey all over the place. There's not too much of anything, just enough rice. So that worked out pretty good. You know, there's always, when you're doing a little buffet dinner, you always need cold food, a cold salad of sorts. There's 1,000,001 out there. And there, chop parsley on top, or some scallions. That's beautiful looking. Take that piece and put that right there. And I'm going to sit down and enjoy this. Now remember, don't overcook the wild rice. It's not meant to be mushy. Just firm. Just like pasta is al dente, the same here. Could have put some, you know what, you could put 1,000,000 things in there. This is healthy, and I hope you enjoy it. Made a big mistake here. Forgot one item which I had cut and buried someplace else, the fresh asparagus. But it's never too late. I cut them on the bias. So nothing's ruined. It's not as if it was like, a seafood dish, and the seafood dish is completed, done, ready to serve, and you realize you left the fish out, or the shrimps, or the scallops. Well, you can always fix that too, but this is not a big deal. So we quickly, very high flame, especially on the asparagus. as you see. Almost going to get that grilled flavor when you use a very high flame like this. And besides, you just want to quickly cook it fast. Get a drop of color on the outside. And this too, well, you don't usually eat asparagus raw, but very firm is good. So I'll put it in there. Give it another mix. At least now I have my green that's going to be in there. I would look for asparagus, but I don't have any. I mean, I would look for scallions, but I have none. I already went over my inventory to see what I could do. I can smell that grilling coming out of the asparagus already. That's enough. So we'll just put this in there. Mix it up, and since it's not asparagus salad, it's okay that we have a little bit in there. I did have twice this amount to put in, but when I was cutting it up I go, oh, that's enough. But now looking at it, I would double it, because you want to see a few pieces on each plate. And there's my smoke alarm going off, so we'll have to shut that off. And there we are again, done.